Hey, this is Joel from the Traveler Toolkit, and in today's video, I'm gonna be doing an open, honest review of this ABS luggage set from Coolife. That's right, they're hard ABS material, they're rugged, they're secure, they've got spinny wheels and all the bells and whistles, so make sure you stick around to the end and see all the features and my opinion about this Coolife luggage set. And if you can't tell, I'm feeling a little bit lost behind all this storage. It's great to have all of it because you need these different sizes for different trips. This 20-inch, for instance, is great as a carry-on bag. That's just a couple days. This 24-inch piece of luggage would be great for maybe 3 to 5 days, up to a week if you're a good packer. And then this large piece of luggage is for a week or more. You're gonna check this thing. So I wanna go through each one of these. They are the exact same internally and externally. So we're probably gonna use the small one as our example, but then we're gonna take a look at the other ones for scale. And I do wanna say right up front that this is a sponsored feature on the channel. So thank you to Coolife for sponsoring this video so I can share these with you. But these are my honest thoughts and opinions, and Coolife will not be reviewing this video before I post it. Okay, let's get these two big pieces out of here and take a look at the small one. One thing I didn't really notice right up front was how light these things are. I mean, these are the large ones. They're extremely lightweight. This is ABS material, so it's rugged, it's durable, and it's lightweight. So that'll help keep the weight down when you're packing your suitcases. So just thought I'd mention that because I noticed it when I picked these up. Hey, look at that. I love little pieces of luggage like this 20-inch carry-on piece of luggage. I brought my tape measure here so we could check it out. Let's make sure that it is 20 inches from the ground to the top. I'm seeing, hey, what do you know? It's right at, I wouldn't call it with the handle like 21. So there's a little tolerance in that, maybe 21 or closer to 21 and a half with this handle. This is the type of luggage that you really need to make sure you get right, because carry-on luggage probably has the biggest impact on the way you travel because you don't check it, you carry it with you throughout the terminal and onto the plane. If it doesn't fit just right or transport well, then you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. So let's start with the external features that I really like about this luggage, and then we'll look on the inside. So first and foremost, you've noticed I've been playing with it. It's got these 360-degree swivel wheels. For me, these are a non-negotiable must-have on every single piece of luggage that I buy these days. And I like the way these are constructed. They're very simple, but the bearings are nice. And you saw just kind of spinning it around. It's nice and smooth, and that's key when you're looking at a piece of luggage empty. And it's got a nice wide wheel. That's not always the case. Some of those rollerblade style wheels, and they'll just stay sturdy and stable for their entire life. And I like the fact that this is a one-piece wheel in the middle. That makes a big difference in keeping everything together. So the second thing I really like are the handles on this bag. So you'll notice that the handles kind of go back into the bag flat. I don't know if you can see that. I'll zoom in. They go back into the bag until you pick them up, and then once you release the bag, they just kind of recess. They don't hang out there to get caught on something. That's a really neat feature. It's kind of pressure locked in there, and they're more of a hard substance with a soft rubber on the inside. So like a hard, maybe a plasticky material on the outside that comes up when you pull on it, but underneath here is a really nice soft rubbery feel. And you have one here on the side as well as one here on the top. And I do use both of those. When you're coming through the airplane, this is a great one to have. When you're picking it up to just move it, this is a great one to use here. And then of course, you do have the adjustable aluminum handle here. You can go all the way up, or you can go partially down. There's another set of holes there. If you're a little bit shorter or don't need the entire thing, then there's a third level. So 1, 2, and then 3 all the way out. I normally have mine all the way out, but lightweight aluminum. It doesn't flop around a lot. That's a pretty normal tolerance there, but you simply press your button up top and it will recede back into the suitcase. That's one thing I really like about the fit and finish of the handles is not only do these handles come back flat, but this handle comes into a nice little alcove here. so it sits nice and flush right there with the top of the bag. On the back side, it also does have some feet that when you set it on its side, it doesn't roll over. So you can see that the corners are kind of curved here. You need something to keep it stable when you set it on its side, so those feet keep it stable and do a really nice job of that. A few other things to mention on the front. The zipper and the security. They're kind of one and the same, but they do make a huge difference. So you'll notice this combo lock right here. This is a really upscale feature on a bag like this. You can lock your zipper heads into this, so you cannot move these zippers more than, an inch apart. And you can do that by pressing this button here and releasing them, and then just taking the end of the zipper and clicking them in. Now, it's got a combo lock, 3-digit combo lock on it that you can easily reset. Comes set to 000, but there's a little reset button here on the side that you simply press with a pin. Then you put in your new combo lock, press the button, and you're completely set up with whatever custom code you want to go with. So I really like this, and it's TSA compliant. It's got the TSA 007 key compatibility, and that means that you don't need a key, but TSA needs a key, and they have one of these universal keys that fits all luggage, so that if they need to open your bag along the way, they can. They don't need to break it open. They don't need to get a combination from you. So you can set a custom combo, keep it secure, and then TSA can use their key to get in here if they need to. Not necessarily for the smaller piece of luggage, because you'll carry it on, but for the larger check bags, that's going to be important. So if we open this up, we'll kind of test out the zipper here. The zipper rolls really nicely against these rubber edges here, and all three of the bags kind of have this rubber weatherproofing. It's the end of this ABS material, and I really like the fact that this is sturdy. It's got really strong corners, but it gives a little. So if there's a little bit of give in this, that keeps it from being too rigid and breaking or causing issues. So you've got a little bit of flex, but the zippers are really nice and sturdy. They're not getting caught on anything. I've sat here and done this for probably 20 minutes on all the bags, and they zip and unzip really easily. So that's a big deal. Nice big zipper pulls, obviously, to help you lock in here, but they go really smooth as well. So let's go ahead and open this. It's what I would call a clamshell design, which means when open, it will open all the way and set on the ground or the table like this. There's, nothing kind of holding it up. You don't need to put it like that. It lays flat on itself, and it's got two distinct sections with dividers in between. So on the bottom section here, you'll see that we have just kind of a tie down with a clip. And this would be, in my case, this would be where you put like your heavier articles of clothing in some kind of divider. I like storage bags, travel bags. I would put my travel bags down here, and then I would clip this clip to keep them all in one place, because if you open a clamshell and it's not perfectly flat, or if you're opening it, let's say in this way, with the bottom down first, you don't want anything to fall out. So it's nice that it has these adjustable clips here, and you can adjust tightness of it there to make sure that when you're opening and closing the bag, nothing falls out. That's sometimes the criticism of a clamshell design, but with these dividers, you don't need to worry about that. So you've got your strap on the bottom so you can use your own bags, and then the top is really set up like its own travel bag. So it's got a zipper where you can open up the full area, and it's just open by itself. You could also put travel bags inside this, but if you were to zip this top portion back up, zip it closed, you also have a front zipper pocket with mesh here. I like to put belts and maybe some important papers that I don't have in my backpack, or something I might need in there right in front. Anything that's flat, really. So you have these two different divided sections in the clamshell, one that's got this full divider and one that just has a strap. And you can get this suitcase set in so many different colors. I chose silver because I like just kind of like sleek and smart looking colors, but they sell it with all these different colors and trims. So I'm guessing it's blue on every color, even if your exterior is, let's say, silver and black like mine, it's blue on the inside. So just keep that in mind. But Nice plush material that's gonna keep you, and there's a little bit of padding behind it here to keep you away from just the mechanics of the bag and the handles and all that. But yeah, that's the inside of the 20-inch. And like I said, the interior and exterior is exactly the same on all three of the suitcases. So rather than going through all those features again, I'm just gonna pull the other sizes up here and just kind of open and close them so you can see what they look like now that we know what the features and accessories on each bag are. 24-inch, same swivel casters, same extension handle with 3 different settings. Handle on the top, handle on the side, security up front, release and unzip. Oh, don't forget, 360-degree swivelers on the bottom, clamshell open. You can see this is a nice size suitcase here. We've got enough room for probably a week's worth of clothing. Strap at the bottom, divider on top. This is probably gonna be your go-to size, the 24-inch, because it's so versatile. It's a small check bag, but if you're going on like a 3 to 5 day trip, maybe on a road trip, this would be a great one because it's not huge, but it's big enough to fit all your toiletries, bathroom stuff, clothing, and have extra space for things you might pick up along the way. And let's check our height on this one. They say this is a 24-inch. All the way to the top. Yeah, I'm getting more like 25.5 inches all the way to the top of this handle. Even to the top of the bag, I'm getting more like, let's call it 24 3/4, 25. So add 1.5 inches, I think realistically to all of their listed sizes, and you're gonna get the actual size to kind of the top of the handle here. So 1.5 inches, 24.5, so I would call it 25.5, or 24-inch model, I would call it 25.5. And this is the big daddy here. We've got our 360-degree swivel wheels. And like I said before, look how lightweight this is. I can't do this with my other carry-on luggage pieces at home, not of this size. And that's gonna be important because oftentimes when you're checking this bag, it's gonna need to be under 40 or even 50 pounds at the most. So having something that weighs almost nothing when it's empty really helps you keep the weight down, even if it's just a couple pounds. Let's talk about the exterior features. Again, same thing, handle on the top and the side, nice same padding. You've got your extension handle here up top. You've got your security here on the front and your big, large zippers. We're gonna unzip it. And your clamshell design that opens half and half. This is much larger, you can tell. This would hold a week or more worth of clothing. Pull it up here, we've got the same strap on the bottom, got our divider up top, harder for me to get to. Divides this whole clamshell side. Now, before I close it up, there's one other feature that these suitcases and this entire set together have, and that is that they nest so they can go inside one another and save you closet space when you're at home. So if you simply unzip your dividers, we're gonna unclip our bottom divider here, we can get the other pieces of luggage and nest them inside the larger piece of luggage. So this is all you have in your closet. It looks like you just have one suitcase. So let's grab the others and show you how the nesting works. All right, so we've got our medium-sized suitcase here. We're just gonna unzip, and really, you should start with the medium and small sizes because they need to nest inside of each other and then fold into the larger, but we're just gonna do it like this. And if we unzip the top, unbelt the bottom, the small suitcase doesn't need to be unzipped or modified. It just sets right in here, and watch this. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. How about that? They all nest inside of each other, and this is all you have to store at home. So you get 3 different pieces of luggage, different size, but identical designs that nest on each other for different types of trips. And I think that's what really makes this 3-piece set stand out because it only takes up this much room for storage, but you have a lot of versatility in the types of trips you're taking. So again, this is the Coolife ABS, hard ABS material 3-piece set of luggage. Thanks again to Coolife for sponsoring this video so I could feature them and give you my honest thoughts and opinions about this set. I think it's really worth your while. I've got a link in the description below if you want to go check them out for yourself and just decide if this is the right set for you. We're on a journey to help you find the right set of luggage because the right luggage can make your trip even better and can help you enjoy traveling a lot more. So as always, my name is Joel. This is the Traveler Toolkit, and I'll see you in the next video.